Hello everyone and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. Today is Monday. Happy Monday and happy Veterans Day. I just want to talk for 1 second about Veterans Day today. I'm dressed in red, white, and blue. I'm not wearing my America tank because I just wore it the other day, but I thought I would branch out and wear something else in my closet. Today I'm wearing a navy blue jacket, a white just a costume jewelry necklace, and my bamboo pop top with a white tank underneath it to give it that little pop of white to match the necklace, and a couple of bits of costume jewelry to go with it. Today's Veterans Day and we are celebrating, saying hello to our veterans in the family, and I hope you're doing the same. The history of Veterans Day is kind of interesting. It originally started out as Armistice Day, which was the day that there was a treaty reached in World War I to end World War I in Europe. And so that was the first celebration known as Armistice Day, and then now it's called Veterans Day. And what Veterans Day is a tribute to our living and our deceased veterans. So it's really especially for the living. Memorial Day is more like a celebration for the veterans who've given their lives. But for today, it's more about living veterans. So if you have a veteran in your family or a friend or a coworker, be sure to thank them for their service. Now, today is Happy Monday, and I have some gifts that I want to give away on Friday. So if you don't mind, just stick with me and we'll talk about those three things right now. First of all, gift number one will receive a skein of Scarfie yarn. Now, I love this yarn. This is a very, very lovely yarn, and it's so soft, and it is partly wool. Let me read on here. It's 78% acrylic, 22% wool, and 312 yards on the skein. And it's a very, very soft yarn. A lot of people love it. You find a lot of patterns on the web made with Scarfie. I actually, years ago, and I don't know where the pattern is, I don't know which one it was, but I made a hat for myself that were to go get the mail out at the mailbox in the wintertime and things like that to go feed the birds. It's not a fancy hat, but I did make it out of Scarfie, and look how pretty that is. I really like that. See, even the hole's getting too big at the top. I'm gonna have to fix that. I have worn this hat quite a bit, and I wanted to show it to you. It's really beautiful and just a simple stitch. I think this is probably a V stitch or something like that, and then a ribbing at the bottom. This I made years ago, and when Scarfie first came out, they have a lot of the same colors that they've always had, and one of those colors is the cranberry color, and it's called, let me find it, cranberry black. Cranberry/black. So it's the two colors together. Well, I've kind of pulled that off there. It's two colors together. Very, very beautiful. And it crochets up really pretty. It's not stripy as far as I can tell by looking at my hat from way back, my way back hat. But it's not stripy. It's just a nice blend of colors. It does change colors though, and there's the cranberry and there's the black. So it does change colors. But it's not a constant striping, which I like. I like this. Anyway, this is my last skein of Scarfie. I think I have one more in kind of a beige color, and I might give that away. I had started making a scarf from it, and it didn't turn out, and I just kind of left it there, and it's been sitting over there in my office, and I think, you know, I really ought to give that away. And then it seems so ridiculous to give away something that's already partly made, but nobody seems to mind. And you can certainly frog it out, or you can continue it if you see something that you might want to do. I don't have a pattern for it. It was something I was trying to come up with on my own, and I was distracted, and I ran out of time, so I just put it away. But that doesn't mean I don't love my Scarfie. I do love this yarn. So I bought some of this, and I thought I'm going to give this away to someone who can try it, and they may really like it. It's a size 5 weight yarn, by the way. It is not a 4 weight. It's a 5 weight yarn. So it makes up fast, and it's really easy to crochet. So that will go to gift recipient number one. Gift recipient number 2, and before I say this, I want to thank you so much for all the wonderful comments I got on Saturday when I released my winter mist sweater and cowl to match. I got a lot of comments. Some emails came directly to me and some comments down below the video, and y'all were so generous with your comments. I appreciate that. The velvet yarn was one of my favorites to work with, and honestly, the cowl that I made to go with it, and I'll probably wear it, maybe I'll wear it my next video again so y'all can see how it looks. But I've been wearing the cowl around today over a black top, and I ran out this morning and ran a couple of errands, and I just slipped on a black sweater and I put the cowl on over the sweater, and I'll show you how it looks. It's so soft that I just couldn't resist. It was just something to keep my neck warm. And so I just put that on over my black blouse, and it looked great. It was just the right temperature to do that today. I didn't need an overcoat. So it was kind of fun. I ran around in this, and it was so soft. This is the softest yarn ever. I really don't think I've ever felt yarn quite this soft and smooth. It's just really smooth. If you run your hand over a velvet dress, that is how it feels, especially after you get it crocheted. It is just so soft and smooth. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I have a purple velvet top that I'm working on, and I might not be able to finish that till after Christmas. I have a couple of things that I want to do before Christmas, so I might put that aside. I've got now 8 or 9 sweaters in my WIPs collection, and so I'm going to have to prioritize. I realize that because I have a deadline coming up. Christmas is almost here. I want to be sure that I get everything out that I want y'all to see before Christmas so that you can make things if you want to for gifts, things like that. So I'm going to try to get that done. And the purple velvet, I'm just going to make it more for a winter top, and it'll be wintry. So just know that I'm working on that, and that's been probably changed in my priorities. I still haven't worked on everything yet, but I wanted you to know that I was still working on it. It is the Velux yarn in the colorway Eggplant. Y'all remember, a lot of y'all call it by name. Several times people have said, when are you going to finish that eggplant sweater? Well, I can't do it right now. I think I'm going to have to prioritize that back since I've already made one velvet sweater and it's out on my Etsy shop, so you can look at it there. But this is the Velux yarn that I use to make my winter mist sweater that's out there now. And honestly, I had so much yarn. I bought probably 7 balls of it. I think I used 4. And I had 3 balls left over, so that's going to gift recipient number 2. So gift recipient number 2 will receive 3 balls of the Velux yarn, excuse me, the Velux yarn in the colorway Silver. And it's this color. It's really pretty on. I'll show you this up close. It makes up really pretty. It's a very neutral color. Goes with pretty much anything, but it looks really good on black or navy blue. See, I've got it on with my blue jacket. It looks really good here, but it looks even better on a black top because I'm actually very fond of black tops. I have a lot of them. All right, so that's that. And let me take this back off. And I'm going to put something else on. This is for gift recipient number 3, and this is not a finished object. This is something that I made from a pattern. And let me put it on here. I model everything I make, so I want to be sure that y'all see how this looks on. Okay. I'm going to take my jacket off. All right. This is a cowl. And long ago, I had conversed with Sarah at Little Haven Crochet. If y'all remember that, we gave away one of her patterns not too long ago, and she had asked me to do it twice, and she gave me 2 free patterns, and I said, okay, I'll make both of these up. Well, I made the first one up, and the second one went into my file drawer, and I totally forgot about it, so I got it out the other day, and it's called the Penny Cowl, and this is Sarah, I guess. It's Sarah at Little Haven Crochet. It's a beautiful cowl, and it's done in an easy stitch, but it is not plain. It's not plain at all. And let me show this to you. This is what it looks like. It has a straight top on it, and then it has shell stitching going down on different rows. I think there are 18 rows here. And at the bottom is the edge of the shell stitch, which is what lays on your shoulder. And it is just gorgeous. I love it. And I'll tell you what I made it from too. I didn't make it the conventional way. Sarah says that we should make it out of a chunky 5, 218 yards. It's not very much. It doesn't take much at all to make this, and it is so beautiful, and it's a perfect size. I love it. I love it. I love it. So also about her pattern, while I'm talking about this, she uses photos to show you where to put your hook, sort of like I do, only I don't put my hooks in there, but I do show you photos, which is very helpful, sometimes more than videos, because you have the picture there, you can study it, you can hold your yarn and your work up next to it and compare it. When a video is flying by, you can't really do that. Now, I know you can pause it and all that, but to me, it's easier to have a photograph. I don't know. I like patterns with photographs, and so my patterns have photographs out on Etsy. But anyway, it's a very easy pattern. It is not difficult to make. And I made this from the Malabrigo yarn that came in the Knit Crate quarterly box. I don't know, 2 or 3 quarters ago. And one of them is called Polar Morn, P-O-L-A-R, Polar Morn. And the other one, M-O-R-N. And the other one is Reflecting Pool. These are the colors I used. These are DK weight. And I put 2 DK weight together. And I crocheted the penny cowl with that. And that's why it has the variegated look to it. And you can certainly use any number 5. I'm stretching this out so you can see it. Any number 5 yarn that you want. Or you can do what I did and combine 2 DK yarns that you like together and crochet them together. Very easy to do. There are 2 options there for you already, and you probably have some number 5 lying around your stash if you have a stash like mine. But I wanted to try something new, and these are wool. These are merino wool. So I thought I'm going to make a wool cowl, and I'm going to see if it's warmer than, for example, my velvet cowl that's made out of polyester. And I believe I've proven myself correct. This weekend I wore this around quite a bit, and even just over a little thin turtleneck. And I stayed very, very warm in this. Now today I was wearing this and I didn't need to be as warm. So it was, you just kind of judge what you need by what you wear. But I did like the wool. It's a tiny bit scratchy, the Malabrigo is. And I would not wear it bare neck. I would wear it with a turtleneck under it, and that way it would be more comfortable and it would be warm. I really love this pattern. I made it in one evening. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy to do, and those 18 rows go really fast. So I recommend this. And what Sarah and I have done is we've gotten together and decided to put a discount code out there for those of you who may not win the pattern, and you can use it now or you can use it later, but she already put it out there, and it's on the hook 20, and you get 20% off the price of the pattern. It's not very expensive, and I always believe in supporting pattern designers. So I'm supporting Sarah here from Little Haven Crochet with the penny cowl. So gifts recipient number 3 will receive a free pattern from Little Haven Crochet. So this week I'm going to have a keyword for the comments down in the description box. So if you want to enter into this giveaway, then if you would type in the word velvet, V-E-L-V-E-T, this is what maybe you think about it. If you'll type in the word velvet, V-E-L-V-E-T, then I will use that as the keyword this week. So on Friday, be sure that your comment has that word in it somewhere. So I hope y'all have a wonderful week. I'll probably be back later in a couple days, and I've got some yarn that I want to talk about and some works in progress as well. So join me next time to find out what's on the hook.